Piano, bass, guitar. If you could only pick one, which one would you choose? So the answer used to be easy for me when I started. I chose piano because I wanted to plug it into a computer and access a whole bunch of sampled instruments. But now my style, or just the type of music that I make in general, has broadened and I can't just choose one. So I'm learning all three. My goals have changed for three reasons. First is versatility in songwriting. Then I also want to be able to extend my production range. And honestly, I just think playing instruments is fun. So let me just circle back to what I mean by versatility in songwriting. On guitar, I find that I do a much better job at creating something with rhythm than when I'm on the piano. And that's just me. But also on bass, I feel like when I'm playing against some drums, I can come up with a really good bass line, and then my whole entire song from a vibe perspective is set. Now on the piano, when I'm playing that, a lot of times I get more emotion out of what I'm playing because I get more control personally over the keys, and I get more control over the harmony. So I find that each instrument kind of gives me a starting point to a certain kind of song, which is why I love being able to play, or at least I love the idea of getting better at all three, so I can have three different entryways into music. And then also with me expanding my production range, I feel like the music that I listen to personally is usually stuff that's created by Michael Jackson, Beyonce. I get really excited about listening to a Bruno Mars record, and Earth, Wind & Fire. If I can start my day off every single day with their music, I'm good. And when you think about those different artists and the sounds that they have on their records, I want to be able to touch in those spaces more, and learn how to play multiple instruments will make it easier for me to produce in those different fields. So I try to practice like 5 days out of the week, and I make sure that I'm playing at least 1 or 2 of those instruments on any given day. On my really busy days, I may not be able to play all 3 instruments, but I try to play at least 1 or 2. And I'm using courses just to make sure I'm being more efficient with my time. And the last thing is I practice probably like 10 to 30 minutes in a given session. And I find that when I'm just spending about 10 to 30 minutes on it, I'm very focused for that small chunk of time. So I think the gains are coming a lot faster that way. And then lastly, one thing that I think is really cool about playing these 3 instruments is that there's a lot of overlap. So like if you're working on rhythm on one, you can go and take that and apply it to another instrument. So now I'm touching rhythm 3 times a day. Then I actually need to start practicing because I need to pick my kids up soon. But I'll be sharing my progress online, so tune in. Take care.